Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles,
Now Geno on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. To throw again on second down, Smith. And that is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
He completes this to Walker.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Open man is Juwan Jennings. Down inside the 10.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
They go with McCaffrey.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
And out now come the Seahawks. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Smith.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd and 9, Smith. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And Walker has it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Smith. Man open, it's Goodwin.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing now is Geno.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, Smith. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Garoppolo. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the 49ers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 4.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, he shifts past him. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
So Garoppolo off, coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Smith on 1st down. Going right back to Fant. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again is Smith.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This complete to Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Returning right back to Lockett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Now Geno.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Geno's going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A handoff left, McCaffrey.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now Geno on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And this one too low.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Again, Smith.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Goodwin able to haul it in.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the 31, Smith. And Walker with it over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Smith now to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. And that is incomplete.
Pass intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. Results in the 4th down.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.